Okay. Just before I start, just to introduce myself again. My name is Ronnie, and I'll be leading the training today together with Tracy as well. And the training itself will be recorded, so will be uploaded to YouTube under unlisted, together with its timestamp, so that you can go to specific section where of the training, so that you don't have to spend a lot of time to look through the whole video. Yeah. So to get started, as you can see on your screen, this is how your website will look like to a normal site visitor. Let me start the recording first. Yeah. Okay, so as I mentioned to you earlier, this is how the website will look like as a normal visitor come into this site itself. So for you to access it as a site admin, what you need to do, you need to, at the end of your URL over here, you need to add in mlogin. So once you do that, you'll be taken to this login page. So using the credential that will be given to you by Chenny, you can log in as a site admin. Yeah, so this is where you will see most of the setting located at. So for you to see the home page that you see earlier, you need to hover your mouse to this house icon and then click on visit site. Yeah, so that's pretty much on how to access the admin page. So let me list out the thing that I'll be covering with you today. So the topics that we covered within this training program itself will be on how to manage your website in terms of the design, updating the content, and so on, together with the product as well as the WooCommerce side of the website. So it will be broken down into three different parts. So first part will be regarding the design, which I'll be covering now. So the first thing that we go into will be the theme option. So for you to access the theme option, all you need to do is just click on this customize button. And then once you're in the setting, on the left side, you'll see the lot of different items for the control panel. And on the right side is the view of the website. Yeah. So from this control panel that you see, only three things that we will pay attention to, because these three things are that will have higher chances for you to need to touch on if you want to do some editing in terms of the overall look and feel of your website. So the first, the three items are header, style, and footer. So first thing I'll be going through with you is the style. So style, this is where you can set the colors as well as the typography of the website. So we go through the colors first, which is the first item over here. So when you click on the color option, you will see primary and secondary color, as well as success and alert. So the one that you most likely would touch on will be primary and secondary color. So let's say in the future you want to do some changes in terms of the color of the website. You can click on this select color button. There are two options for you to do the changes. First is you can drag and drop to the colors that you want, or the best way, my recommendation would be to key in the color code for the color that you want to use. So how do you get this color code? You can simply do a Google search on it. So let's say, for example, you want to use maroon color code. So you will see, once you do the Google search, you will see this 6-digit figure. So you want to copy and paste it in this search box over here. That's how you get the colors that you want to use precisely. Yeah, same goes to the secondary color, success color, and alert color. Yeah, so once you do that, you want to click on this publish button so that the changes that you make, it is made permanent. But let's say if you want to save the changes that you make, but you don't want to publish it yet, you can do you can save the preview as well. So how do you save the preview? Is by clicking on this gear icon, and then you will see there are three options. You have save draft and schedule. So what publish mean is you save it right away. Save draft is you save the draft, you can show it to your colleague before you publish it. And schedule is you can schedule it in advance when the changes will take effect. So though if you want to change, if you want to save the design and show it to your colleague first before you make the publish, you can choose this second option and then click on draft, save draft. So once you do that, you will see on the share preview link over here, a link will be created. So you use this link to share with your colleague on the changes that you make. So maybe I change it to something radical so that you can see the difference. Save draft. Okay, so you use this link and open it up. And then against the current website, where is the green? So you can see anything that falls under primary color, any setting that use primary color as your color option, you will see the changes that you used just now. But this one is only on preview mode. But your normal visitor who visits your website, they will still see the original version like so that you see over here. Yeah, so once you get your team to agree with the design, only then you can choose to publish the changes that you make. If you don't want to use the same changes, you can just discard the changes. Yeah, and then it will return back to the previous state. Okay, so that's for colors. Next would be the font family that you use. So font is another word for font is the typography. So basically, the typography is the font that are used throughout the website itself. Yeah. So let it finish loading first. Okay, so when you're in this typography setting, there are two things you want to pay attention to, which is the headline and the base. So what these two essentially means is that for headlines, it's the section title or the big title that you see over here, or any title. Whereas the base setting, the base option, is where you can see the body text. Yeah, the body text like this. Yeah, so let's say if you want to change the font family for either type, all you need to do, open up this drop-down menu, and then you can just choose the font family that are available within this setting itself. Yeah, there's a lot of choices for you to choose from. Yeah, you can just play around to see which one works best for your website if you want to do some changes. Same goes with the base. Whereas variant, this is where you can set the thickness of the font itself. So currently set to 900. You can make it thinner, or 900 is the highest setting. So which means it's a bolded text. Yeah, you can make it italic as well. It's really up to you. Yeah, again, once you're done with the changes, you need to either save draft or click on this publish button. Yeah, so that's pretty much covers the style portion of the training, which is color and typography. You got any question before I move on to the next part? Okay, I assume no questions, so means I can move on to the next part, which is the header. So the header, as you can see over here, these are the headers for your website. So when you click on this header setting, you will see on the bottom here, there's a header builder, the black widget that you see over here. So there are three different sections. First, we have the top bar. Second row is the header main, and third row is the header bottom. So which you can represent by this part. So this is the top bar, header main, header bottom is not in use. As you can see, there are no elements within these three boxes over here. So means that it's not in use. So whereas this not in use section, this is where you can store all the elements contained within this header builder. They are not in use. So the one that are being enabled currently is the top bar and the header main. So what you can do in this setting, first thing first, you can rearrange the orders of the elements that you see. For example, let's say this card icon over here, you want it to be next to the social logo. All you need to do to rearrange the orders of things, you can just drag and drop to the position that you want. And then you will see it will move to the position that you preferred earlier. Similarly, if you want to remove certain item, you can also drag and drop it back to this not in use section. Yeah, that's for adding and removing. And another thing that you can do over here is to change the logo. So let's say in the future, you have a new logo design from your team. You can always change it back over here. You click on this logo gear icon. On the left side, you will see a logo image over here. So you just click on the select image button. There are two ways for you to do it. Either you choose from this media library, or if it's a new design, completely fresh, you can upload it directly from your computer. So let's say if you're not sure in terms of the dimension of the logo, for example, you can always double check with the current one that you use. Let me look for it. So we just use any of these logos as an example. So let's say if you're not sure how's the dimension for the new logo you want to design, you can always double check the current one that you use. For example, this one, you can check the pixel over here. So let's say, for example, your current logo is 300 by 300. So you can tell your designer to design the new logo following the same dimension. So that way you can maintain the consistency of the logo size that you see over here. Yeah, if it's slightly different or the size is slightly off, it may affect the layout of the header over here as well. So once you're done, again, I need to reiterate, either you save the draft or you can publish the changes that you made. That's for this header part. As for this menu setting, this one I'll pass it to Tracy later on so that she can brief you more in detail, because this one is slightly complex in terms of the design itself. So she will brief you more on that in terms of the design of it later on. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for header. Next will be the footer. So for footer, you just click on this footer setting, and then you see which footer is being enabled. So the setting is not here. So if it's not here, you don't need to worry. You just close this control panel, and then you go to the footer part that you see over here. Yeah. So whenever you hover your mouse to your footer part over here, you will see this edit blocks new footer pop-up will appear. So what you want to do, you want to click on this UX builder. Let me look for it. Okay, you scroll down back to your footer, and then you will see once you're in this UX builder part, you'll be able to do some changes to the content of your footer. So let's start with column by column. So the first column is the logo part. So the way you edit this part is pretty much the same. So you just click on the image and then open the text editor, and then you can add in the logo from this part itself. Let's say click on the add media over here. So you just either you choose from the media library, or you can choose directly from your upload directly from your computer. So let's say for example we use this one. So insert post, and then you will see we will add the current list of logo that you have. Then you can resize it as well, up to your, it's really up to you on how you want to size the photo that you see over here. Okay, same goes to this one. This one is slightly different. I'm not sure why they use it like this, but I guess it have something to do with combining these two different photos. But in general, if for image, they normally use this image element. So this one, the way you edit this one is pretty much similar to the logo earlier. You just need to click on change media, and either you choose from this media library or upload from the computer directly. And then currently, let's see. For image as well, they have extra function whereby you can link it to a page. But currently it's set to nothing. So mean to say it's just an image holder. But if you want to link it to somewhere, you can always put in the URL over here for the link part. And this image will be clickable. Yeah, again, same window is you can choose either to put it on the same window or new window. So what it does is that when you choose the same window, means that whenever someone clicks on your image, they will stay within the same window tab to access the link that you provided earlier. Whereas new window, it will open up a new tab to access the page itself. So that's the function of this link portion. And then whereas for this second row, this is a menu link. So this is where you can link the key in the link to the page that you want your user to go directly. So if you want to add a new item, for example, just click on this plus button. Sorry. You can click on this plus button, and then you click on menu link. Yeah, so all you need to do, you just change the name, and then you can choose to put in the link directly over here, or you can choose from the list of pages that you already have over here. Yeah. Again, once you're done with this, you click on apply and update over here. Same goes to this one, thirdly, on the third column. This one is a text element as indicated over here. So what this text element is, pretty much as the name says, you open up this text editor and you can just edit the content over here like a normal text editor, like for example Google Docs or Microsoft Word. And here are the list of word editor tools that you can use as well to format your text over here. Whereas for follow icon, for this social media icon, when you click on this, these are the list of all available social media platform that you can put within this section. So for example, if you have a YouTube channel, for example, all you need to do is just key in the link to your channel. For example, like this, it will automatically generate the icon for you. So you don't have to worry about whether or not they will create the correct icon for the social media platform. And then this one, same also because this one is a text element. So the way you edit is pretty much the same as well. Just that the difference is because this one is hyperlink, the text is hyperlink. So whenever you edit this text, you need to also edit the information over here. So you just leave out this command over here because this is the coding they use to tell the system that this is a number, then you can link to a caller app. Same goes to this one. Anything you edit this one as well. Yeah, this one pretty much the same as the top one, and this one and this one and this one because it's the same element as you can see over here indicated by the text element. So once you're done again, click apply and update. Yeah, so that's for footer. Any question regarding the footer part? Okay. So if no, I'll be moving on to the next part, which is the content itself that you see over here. So what you want to do to edit the content, you click on, not click, hover your mouse to this edit page icon, and then you click edit with UX Builder. So the function of UX Builder is pretty much the same as what you did for the footer earlier. So before I go into detail for this portion, just to let you know that for content-wise, any website that you see in the world, they always have these three patterns. So you have text, image, and buttons. So as you can see on your screen, you will always have image, text, button, image, text, and buttons, and so on and so forth. However, just to let you know, your website is slightly unique in the sense that there are some design element we need to use another builder to achieve the effect. So as you can see over here, you will see this thing called Elementor template and so on that you see over here. Same goes to the revolution slider. So this is using another builder. So for this part will be later on covered by Tracy. But for now, I just share with you on how to do the basic one over here first. So as you can see, to achieve this different effect that you see over here, so they will need to use another builder to do that. Yeah. So as I mentioned to you earlier, the patterns for content for a website is text, image, and buttons. So as you can see over here, as I mentioned to you earlier, for text is pretty much straightforward. You just click on the text that you want to edit, and you open the text editor, and then you just directly edit like a normal text editor. Same goes to this one for image. So as you can see over here, you click on this image, and then you will see on the left side, the panel will show up to another setting. So if you want to change the images that you use for this particular banner, just click on this, change media, and then either you choose to upload or choose from the media library, similar to what I mentioned earlier. Just that for these banner elements, there are extra function comes with it. What I mean by that is that you can see this blue ball over here. So what this does is this function itself to help you to find the focal point for the image itself. So let's say, for example, I drag it to the right. You can see, let me remove this one first, the overlay. So as you can see, as I drag it to the right, you can see the image focuses to another part of the image. Yeah. Same goes to up and down, but do bear in mind, some images are limited in terms of where they can go, where they can move. Like for example, this particular image can move from side to side, but not vertically. So you have to bear in mind that some image just have this limitation. Okay, whereas the color that you see earlier, this is the overlay for the image itself. So again, you can. Yeah, so the overlay for the image itself. So how do you set this part? You can just click on the image on this overlay, for example. Click on the overlay, and then you can just key in the color code for the colors that you want them to use as the overlay itself. Yeah, and then here you can set the opacity of the overlay. So here it will become transparent. Here become the darkest. Yeah, so it's really up to you on how you play with the setting itself. Yeah. Same goes to this one. This one is a text element. And then image, again, similar to what we did earlier. If it's a banner function, you can see over here, the setting is always the same. If it's multiple pages like this, you have two different pages for this particular section. If you want to do some editing to the next part, you can just click on the next part over here. Yeah. And then the way you edit is the same as well. For buttons, so when you click on the button, you can edit it, the name of the button over here. And here you can set the color of the button. So remember earlier we talked about primary, secondary color. So here you can set the color of the button based on the primary and secondary color, or any of the preset color that we have over here. And then the most important part for a button is the link. So do make sure that for this link option, you key in the right URL for the page that you want your user to go to when they click on the button. And then say the target option over here is same as the one that I share with you under the footer part, but footer portion of the training earlier. Yeah. So, and again, for buttons, you can change the style as well. Currently set to default. You can play around with the design, and then you can see which one suits you better. You can change the size as well. Currently set to extra large. You can make it smaller. You can make it extra bigger. Yeah. Again, once you're done with the changes, you just click on apply and update. So same goes with the rest of the edit that you see over here. So any image can just do the same. Any text is the same as well. So these are the name, these are the content. Yeah, pretty much the same. Yep. For this one, for the form, it's slightly different because this one form will require a bit of coding to set. So my suggestion for you for any form, you leave it as it is so that it doesn't mess up the function of the form itself. So I'll be passing you over to my colleague Tracy to explain the rest of the items that I mentioned to you earlier, which is the slider revolution as well as the elemental part of the training. Yeah, over to you, Tracy.
Okay. I now share my screen. Okay. I will talk about this revolution slide. Okay. As this one, when you want to see the work file, right? Actually, when you enter to the home page, you go to the slider revolutions, then you click on the home slider. I think this one the slider a bit complex, but I will tell you guys like how you guys going to edit the text, and also let's say in future you want to change the video. Okay, so when you enter to this one, the home slider, right, you will go to this page, the slider revolution backend. Okay, so now they have the few options for you to see. You can see this is the dashboard for the revolution slide, and then from this slider, right, we do have three different slides. One is with the video one, then second is only image and text, and also the last one also is the same. Okay. Let's talk about the video slide. Okay, when you see, right, we already arranged nicely like how the sequence for the layer appear one by one. If I talking too fast, you guys can stop me, huh? If you got any question, also can let me know. Okay.
Tracy, this one, if we want to add another slide, right? Maybe you can explain to us as well how to add another slide.
Okay, no problem. Okay, if let's say, example, you want to add another slide is a video slide, and then you want to make the format consistently, right? What you can do is, you see this one is a first slide, right? It's a video slide. They have the four different icons here. One is the setting, one is the hide on and hide button actually for the slide. One is delete. Normally, what you can do is go to duplicate the slide. You can click on here and duplicate the slide. Okay.
So we are doing this when the website is live, is it?
Sorry. Yeah, you can do it. If you don't want to let people see the slide you are working on, you can just click this one. Hide this slide when you are amending. You like editing the slide. You can turn it off. Okay, but you still can enter in the back end and edit the slide by your own without publish. You get what I mean?
Yes, I get you.
Okay. Then if let's say you want this slide will be the first one, right? Actually, you can just drag and drop the positions that you want. Okay. Okay. Let we go for this slide. The editing one. Okay. The first thing that you need to know is about the. Always have to remember this one is the shortcut which we already applied on the home page. Like just now, Ronnie showed you the information. The shortcut, there's the shortcut there. You're not going to change unless you are changing the new slider. Okay. Then another things that you need to take note. For slider, we pair like this. We have the background. The background actually is from here. The background. Here is the general setting. I recommend you don't touch because we already preset everything for you. What you normally will be touch on, it will be these two. It's this one, the background. And another one is the another one you normally will be touch should be the background and also the editor view. Okay, these last two icon. Okay. So for the slide option, right, what you normally will do is, let's say currently we are setting the video for you, right? So you can choose what kind of video file you want to upload. But Jason and Wendy, you guys have to take note. Cannot upload too heavy video. It will get your page speed lower. The score mark will be getting lower. So what we do is our site got compress your video file and upload once again. Okay. If you got no idea, I will suggest you don't use the heavy file for the video background. Okay. Then another things that you take note is like once you enter here, right? Actually, this sequence we already adjust nicely for you guys, like how it appears. So you guys, what to do is, let's say you guys want to edit this smaller text, maybe change to like some slogan title, okay? And let's say you don't want to this title text, you always need to take note because we got put some slight color code inside your text in between. So like how Ronnie teach you just now, like how you guys put the color in. Let's say you guys got a code, you guys can change the color. Can like put in, for example, maybe I put 000. Normal is the black color lah. Then if you got no idea, you just don't touch this part. Okay. Then here is the part for you to edit the text. Okay. Then another thing, when you want to go to edit the content, here also very straightforward. Here is the content for you to put in your write-up. But for the slider, right, I don't recommend you guys put too much content. It's because the hero banner purpose is for people to like cash out what actually you want to feature for your maybe product or anything happen to your company one. Okay. Then the last is about the button. The button actually will already preset the setting for you also. Okay, in case you guys want to really change the color, here is the one for you to change the color. You have to choose, let's say you choose blue color, okay, then you can save it just like that only, okay. And for the hover part, we do have the hover color like golden color. So how you're going to do is you have to press on here. You have to change the hover color under the star. You guys get it? So when let's say I change this one to maybe red, okay, whatever you see here, as long as you didn't save, right, it won't change to the latest editing file, okay? But you can choose to preview. If you preview, right, it will like pop up the slide for you to review, like just now what I saved, like, okay? So next. I delete this file first. Okay. The next one, the slide is just a normal slide. Okay. So what you're going to do is, we go do some Photoshop on your photo actually. So in case in future you guys want, right, it's the same. You go to this slide options, go to the background. You can choose any background image you want. Okay. You can either unlock the new file or go to the media library. But the file size, I need to recommend to you guys the width must bigger than 2002. Okay. You also can minimum can be 2000, but I recommend it's 2002 lah. Okay. Then when you upload the file already, same. You also can edit the text here. Okay. Then after that you just press save. Then it will reflect on the front end directly. Okay. Any questions for this slide so far? We got downsize for you to like, I recommend don't bigger than 50 MB because now this one I compress until 20 something MB, I think. Yeah, but if let's say like you didn't really didn't use the video background, you can see the very big difference for your patch score actually. Yeah, but because if you have the video animation, I think your whole site will look quite interesting. Okay. Yeah. Then another things that I need to move on. Okay. If let's say you don't have question for the slider revolution, but you can pair off lah. Let's say Wendy, you are the one in charge, right? You can just duplicate any and pair off as long as you hide the slide. Okay. Even though you edit in the back end, it's okay. Okay. Then the next thing that I need to consult you guys is about the builder that we built for this part. You see, we have the box that has some animation to like slide out. Okay. Then another part is about this one, the listing. Okay. How you going to enter and edit this part? Example, we have to go to the dashboard. So you have to go to a template, okay? We already have the template to you guys. So just now when you guys see how Ronnie show you the interface for the home page, you guys got see this shortcut, right? This is how you insert the shortcut inside the pages, okay? Then I already opened the few example. I think this is not the one. This is one of the listing. I will brief you guys how to work on it first. For this, when you click here, you have to click edit with Elementor because this one is built by Elementor. Okay, so once you click in, right, you will see this interface. So your tool will be on your left, your show file will be on your right. Okay, then every the interface, right, normally we have the sections. This is the sections. This is the inner sections. Okay, so every 6 dot that you see, the hover things, you can click on it, and then it will be the setting on your left. Okay, then inside the column is the element. So you can see every column that we build, right, every column here, right, you can click on the small icon. Okay, you can see this is the column. Of course, right click, you can choose edit and duplicate. Okay, if let's say you don't want, right, you can use the history to go back. Okay, then our better practice, when you want to add in new, right, you got no idea, let's say you got no idea how to build it, never mind, doesn't matter, you can click on the 6 dot here, right click and duplicate the whole section. Okay, if you duplicate the whole section, right, the animations, the wording, the style, all will be followed. Okay, then if let's say you don't want to use, what you need to do is you just right click and delete. That's it. Okay, then how you're going to edit the text? Edit the text, you get to click on the pen tool. It's very straightforward. You can see this the box here. Then here is for you to edit the text. Of course, here is for you to choose the icons you want. Okay, if let's say you think the icon library cannot fulfill your need, actually you can go and look for the free SVG file and upload to here. Okay, then you will see the refresh image from your end. Okay, then whatever you edit here, right, example, let's say I out there, then normally it will reflect on here as well. It will come out this one. Okay, so if let's say you don't want, you just delete this section, outdate it again, you refresh, then you see the file will be the latest amendment, will be out there already. And then sometimes you guys have to take note because your website got install some cache plugin. Sometimes if you are on the back end, whatever you edit, you can see the latest amendment. But maybe the public user, they are pending for your latest amendment to show up on their end. So what you need to do is always is like when you finish do everything, you have to click on the W rocket and clear cache. You get what I mean? Wendy and Jason and so far still okay? Can okay. And then the next thing is I need to let me see. I forget what is the code. 4-in-1. Okay. Another quick one. If you want to know this page got consists what kind of Elementor build the module inside, the quick game is you go here, you don't click edit with Elementor, but you go inside. This is the one, the template that we built and then allocate inside the home page. Okay, so 4-in-1, you can click on it, this one. This is the 4-in-1 services we booked for you previously, okay? And then this one is the backup file we put in here in case you guys want to use in future. We hide it, okay? How you going to see this section? Actually, you can right click on it, advanced. This is quite useful for you guys. You can see the visibility, okay? The visibility, how we built to see the responsive view. What you call responsive view is like when you on the desktop, this is the view. When you're on the template, this is the view. Okay. When go to the mobile, we got another sections to show the better view for you guys. Get what I mean? Yeah, so you can actually play around the different idea if you want to show up on desktop or mobile. Okay. Okay. Then if let's say Wendy or Jason, whoever not sure how to do the same step like what we built from here, doesn't matter. It's the same method. You either can duplicate it, okay, or else another method. Let's say we are using the premium 3D hover box. Okay, let's say I delete. Okay. I can just add in the new section. I can add in the new sections. I go to the six dot. Layout is for you to choose. These two you always will play with, either full width or box. Okay. So for here, right, you can put full width. Okay. Then after that, if let's say you want to have let's say extra column, sorry, you can add the new column here. Okay. Then another thing is we go and look for the 3D box. This one should be the 3D hover box. Okay, we put here. Okay, so when you got no idea, right, you will see, this is something like this. I said, no, I don't want. I want to follow exactly the style that I have from here, but I will put my image later on. Okay, example. Okay, so what you can do is you go to this pen tool, right click again. You can copy it and paste the style on it. Okay, you can paste the style. The color and the background you have to put it your own lah. But the style they will follow, like you see, the text is on the bottom, and then from the hover, right, the contents is on the top. Okay, so when you edit, you can choose either you want to, let's say, put the image here or put the color here. So you can choose. Of course, we also got set some primary, secondary color, your theme color here for you to play off. Okay. So let's say I put this kind of gradient. Okay. Then if you want the back end, let's say now is our front have the images, but back end is the gradient, but we twist another way around. Let's say we put maybe it's an image on the back. You can choose any image. Okay. So when you turn on, it will be a bit. And then you will ask, hey, Tracy, why like this? Doesn't matter. You have to go to the sizes to make it cover. So when you hover, right, it will cover up the image for you. Okay. This is how you can play off. And then here we do have a lot of different modules for you to apply. So you can make your content more interesting also. But only the things that you will ask, will always you need to adjust. Okay, I will go here again, the pen tool. The style. Style is like how you're going to apply the color, how you're going to apply the title. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So far can catch up for the elemental.
Tracy, I want to chat with you. All this one, right? How do you write the backlink?
Backlink.
Yeah. Like all this one, right? You have the details and all that. So how you name this one and backlink and all that?
Okay, you mean this title tag?
Yes.
Oh, SEO. SEO.
Because it complement each other one, right? What you do here, it has to be SEO friendlier. So if next time I add new services and all that, like number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, right? All this I need to have the backlink and SEO friendlier. So what we need to take note.
This one I can't really advise you. This one is our SEO team will in charge. SO team will be in charge.
Ching, you might want to put down this as a question.
Just to confirm, because previously Kylie was telling me that they went through a SEO training. Was this topic not covered?
No, because the SEO is a SEO, and this one right now we are going to add things and all that, right? So he never touched or he never tell us how this link.
Okay, so just to confirm, right? What you want to find out is how do you backlink, and I believe there was one other.
Okay, backlink. And second thing, if let's say we add block and all that, right? How we tie this to the SEO?
Okay, so for the second part, right? This one, content-wise, actually it depends a lot on like the SEO research and the market. So unless you know how to do your own research, we really cannot advise you on this.
Yeah, we will do the content, but like the same question like backlink or the content I put up already, the blog I put up already, how it is tied. It won't automatically tie like that, right?
No, it won't, because SEO, it's a long-term game, so it relies a lot on like traffic and the Google, the search engines like crawling through your website for like information. So like for things like backlink, right? This one I can check with Kylie. For how your content works with the SEO, right? A lot of it has to rely on like keywords and how relevant they are to like people, what they search, how they answer their questions, so on and so forth.
Okay, then how we tie in the keyword?
Yeah, because aside from the keywords that we have already done for you, right? One is you can work your content towards those keywords because they are already helping you to rank. But for new keywords, right, that one you will need to do like new research on like the current market because the keywords tend to change over time.
Understood. But how to link it?
Actually, is Jason. It doesn't matter with the link it as long as you have the content on your page, right? And as long as your keyword really suitable, like people will keep searching one, they will automatic link up already. It won't like you go and purpose link the keyword. Or you go another way is you go to this edit page, right? You go to this edit page. You can see the SO things happen here. Okay, if let's say you have more things to cover up, right? You can see from here actually. It's like nothing to do with your site to purposely go and link with the keyword. No. Here is like whatever this content ready for SEO, we just insert for you. Same for you goes in future. You want to put something like relate to the SEO search or to rank, right? Of course, as long as you put your content here, not 100%, it still depends on what Chen Yi mentioned just now. It depends on the market search things. You get what I mean, Jason?
Understood.
Yeah. Okay.
Got you.
Yeah. Okay. Then another things that I want to move on is about the. I think last time Wendy got asked me should be about the mega menu. Okay. So I will go back to the homepage again. I close this all. I will go to the home page, visit site. Okay. You guys will ask me how you guys cannot change about this effect thing because this one is with custom code for you guys one. Okay. But what you guys going to do can be do is let's say you want to change about us to about HGIT in future and want to add more things inside the drop down menu. Okay. So how you guys going to enter this menu part? One thing is when you're on the home page, you can click on this title, the site title, then you can go to the menu. Okay. So once you enter the menu, right, it will show up like this. Okay. So for the menu, right, we only put two. One is the top bar menu. The top bar menu is this one. Okay. Then another thing is about the main menu. Okay. This main menu, you can see we have main menu here and mobile. That means your host menu here, it will use for main and use for mobile as well. Mobile view, how you're going to view is when you're on your browser, right? Okay. I show you some quick example. Here is the one, the menu. Okay. So for this menu, how you're going to organize it? I just give you the rough example. It's like whatever you add, you create for your new pages. You create any new pages here, it will automatically pop up from here. So after that, example, let's say you create a new About Us page. What you're going to do is you can just choose this About Us page and add to the menu. Okay, but it won't like auto arrange for you where locations you want. Once you add to the menu, it will always appear on the bottom part. Okay, so how you're going to sorting your menu? You only can choose to drag and drop like that. Okay, where I drag. Okay, like you can drag up the positions you want. Okay, example you want to put here. Okay, this is the first level menu, then you will show up in the first level here. First level here. Okay, so for the drop down menu example for the product here, right? Okay, how you're going to have it here and also for the mobile. So let's say product, right? So what we have is, as long as you put here, it will consider the drop down menu, something like this. But this is a bit complex for you because we got do for the mega menu on two way. One is we could link it to the US block. And then from here, this part is shown on the mobile. Okay, it's shown on the mobile. So when you want to add the new product category to this product section, you need to add in one here. Let's say you drag it here. Okay, another one you have to put it into here. Means you have to go to the US block and then go to the product menu one and edit with the UX builder. Okay, so how you're going to add the new menu? Actually, it's same like how Ronnie showed you on the footer just now. You can click in between plus and put in the menu link, okay, and type out what you want, okay, and of course you can link out the page, or you can choose from here. Let's say lightning production service example, okay. Then you can apply it. Then we will reflect. Okay, I try one quick example. Later I delete. I apply out that. Okay, so I refresh here. You can see the title is appear here. Okay, then how about the mobile view? The mobile view is like when you turn on to the mobile view, okay, you will see just now the title, it won't appear here. So this is the one it will play the part. Okay, let's say I put here, I put a title, accept, it will appear. This is the title. So far you guys get how it works? I delete the example now. I refresh it again. The title is gone. Okay. Now back to the desktop view. Here is the title here. Mm-mm. Yeah. Actually, you can just have you can create a new if you're not confident enough, you can create a new menu to pair off. So let's say this is the one, right? Let's say now I'm in the actual menu. You can just drag and drop only. It's very straightforward. And then whatever product category you create here, right? Actually, you can go to this link. You can manage this. Let's say this category actually not used. Landing page not used. Okay. Uh, you can just change for the screen options here. Then the product category will come out from here. So as long as I think later Ronnie will cover out this part. As long as you create a new product category under product, it will automatically come up here. So you don't need to worry like where to search, where to find. Even though you also can search like what kind of product category you already create. You can just put in the word, right? They will come up. Wendy, you get what I mean? So it will a fast scan for you to put here. But you have to put here for the mobile, and you also need to do the same, apply from here for the desktop due to this menu list. Okay? Yeah, no. Because actually for mobile you put everything inside. Everything inside. It's very long. I think it's a special case for you. No, or else normally we won't put so this one is a bit because you're going to top up. That's why the only way is you change the mobile once and also the desktop one. You get what I mean? That's the only the way to let you can manage both. Yeah. Mm. And then one thing you also no need to worry is let's say you really want to test and try, right? What I suggest you is you can go to this US blog, right? Okay, US blog. You can try to. I always ask them to try to like you want to do a practice. You can duplicate this one and right here because it's a draft, you can just put is the demo demo. Okay, or you can keep draft up to you also can then you can just save it then you can go inside and play with already then you can understand before you want to apply to the actual one you get me you even though you want to publish it also doesn't matter because you need to use the code to link out one and then we already link out for you the correct one so this one we didn't link out it won't appear you get me yeah so you no need to worry so you can yeah, yes, correct. And also like in future, let's say you want to have more row, you see, here is the row for you. Maybe you can repeat use the template. Maybe next time is is another category. Yeah, you can just use the one. You get me? Yeah, it's the fast game for you to play with. Okay. Ah, and the first row. Yes, of course, yeah. And also you want to like shrink it down, you say maybe it's too much already. I don't need anything. You can just delete咯. You can just anyhow to change it. You can delete this one, okay? Then make it to the 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 row same with another apply. You can just pull the side to see the difference. Then in future you can add more category with the different kind of title. You have to pair off, then you will understand further. Because if I tell you now, you can listen, but you can't catch up. You have to play with it. Then you will understand. Okay. Mm-mm. understand. I tell you this is because in future you may have the new category because you mentioned you may have the new category, correct? Of course, if the existing one you don't need to like what I say to duplicate the new column. Okay, you can delete this one and also just add in between. Okay, or add in here. Yeah, can no problem. Mm. Okay. Okay, then I think only the last thing I need to last I'm going to tell about this one, the our location, the map. Okay, this this one is very straightforward. Okay, when you want to add in, you want to change that in the information, let's say the Brunei office, right? Because now you don't have the info. You may ask in future you how you're going to add it in. Okay, this is the last we're going to cover. You have to go to the map. Okay, then go to the map, right? The only one map available here. So you click here. You can see this is you're not going to touch. The general details you also cannot touch. What you can do is you add in the new legend here. Okay. Then after that, one more thing is you also create the round marker for your country. You have to put here the Singapore. Okay, example, you have to put the region Singapore. Then the round maker also must have one Singapore. And this is a bit coding for you, but you can copy through. Okay. Then you just need to put in the Singapore that will automatic do it out from you here. You get me? Okay, so for the Brunei office one, what you're going to do is add in the info, right? You always remember, go to the round maker under Brunei and put in your text. Put in your text here. Yeah, correct. Because we got open and close quote. Okay? I think there's the one because this one we specially make for you guys one. Okay? Then that's all is from my end to cover out the part that you may need to know. Yeah, that one I need to pass back to Ronnie. He will guide you guys how to do it. Okay, Ronnie, your turn.
Okay.
Video. Oh, it's the same method. It's like how Ronnie show you the UX builder. It's the same method actually. Every page they're using the same UX builder. So the content arrangement is the same. It's the same. Yeah. Yeah. You can either create a link or you can I'll show you a quick one. Okay, example. I'll show you a quick one. Example, let's say in between here you want to add in one video, right? Okay. So you can search for the video. They got two type. One is for the video. You put your link here. Okay, very straightforward one. Okay. Another type is the video button. Video button. If let's say you just want to have a button here, then you put in the link. That's it. Wendy. Yeah, correct. This is just a button, then click link to the video. This is the one maybe suitable for you. It will direct appear. As long as you put in your YouTube link, it will direct appear here. You can choose the it called video only. No, video. Yes, video. So if you're not sure, you just what you need to do is search only, then will appear. Okay. 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 I will let Ronnie to present to you about the Outlook product part. Ronnie, your turn.
Okay, let me share my screen again.
Yeah.
The product plug means that the item that people purchase, then it will come out the showing that people order and all that, right?
Yeah. So basically, to add new product to your current list of product, lah, basically.
Okay. So this one Dini is will be handling this.
Okay. So let me start on showing you how to do that. So what you want to do if you want to add a new product or even editing existing product, you need to go to the back end, which is the dashboard that you see earlier. And then you look for, on the left side, look for product option, which is right here. So you just click on that. Okay. So once you on this page itself, you will see these are the list of products that you have. So as you can see, you have 9 pages. So 9 pages of product that you have within the website itself. So let me open up another page over here so that I can show you the list of product you have. Okay, so you have around 100 something products. So let me share with you the one thing I noticed when I looked through your website earlier. So one thing I see is that you have two types of product, which is add to cart and add to quote. So meaning to say you have one type of product that have pricing. Another one is you send quotes to your company itself lah. So I will teach you on how to create both type. So the way you create both type is pretty much straightforward. All you need to do is just click on this add new button. Okay, I will show you on how to create the add to quote first. So add to quote. So once you on this page, let's just look for it. Okay, so once you're on this page, you will see these are the list of information that you need to fill in for your product. So first thing first, you can name the product. So let me put in the name as add quote. And then here on this box itself, this is where you want to put in the full description. So what I mean by full description, for example, this product, right? So the full description is this part right here. So normally it will appear at the bottom of the page, at the bottom of the image, product image that you see over here. So this is where you put in the full description, and then we will skip over some of these elements and then go to this product short description. So this is where you want to key in the short description of the product. So what it means that is the summarized version of this full description. This one is really up to you whether you want to put it in or not. It doesn't really matter. But if you want to have, let's say you have a very long descriptive description, so you want to catch the attention of your user, you may want to insert in like a summary description. Okay. Next would be this one, which is the product category. So as Tracy mentioned to you earlier, these are the list of product category that you have currently. So let's say within this list, there are no category that you want to use. You can always add a new one right here. So click on add new category and then you name it. Name it like as one, for example. And then if you want it to be like a main category, for example, like what you see right here, mechanical supply, you just leave it as it is. Or if you want it to be like a subcategory, can always choose the main category from this part that you see over here. Yeah, so just click on this add new category, and then by right it will help you to check the new category that you have right now. Okay, next what we will set will be the image. So to accept the product image is under this product image setting. So you open up and then you will see similar to what we did with the images setting on the front end earlier. The setting for this one is also the same. Either you choose from the media library or you can upload directly from your computer. So again, if you're not sure about the size, the dimension of the product image, you can always double check with other product image that you have within your website. So let me take. So let's use this as an example. So you can see 800 by 800 is the dimension. So just use like this. And then do bear in mind, for product image, the maximum it can hold is only one. So if you want to have more than one product images, you can always add them in under product gallery right here. So you just click on this part, and then you just, again, either you upload a new one or choose from this media library that you have. For this particular product gallery, there's no limit to how many images that you can have. But of course, as optimized as possible. Normally, the product image will have 3 to 4 if you want to have multiple images. Okay, so let me put in 2 additional images. Okay, once you do that, the basic information, you want to move on to the product data. So for product data, this is where, because we doing add to quote, so you don't need to put in any pricing right here. So you want to move on to the inventory. So inventory, this is where you can key in the SKU number. But if you don't want, if you don't have any SKU number, you can also leave it out. It's not a must as well. But for the sake of this demonstration, I just put something simple like this. And then then you can set the stock statuses. So either in stock, out of stock, or back order. So normally we just put in stock. And then if your product have like significant weight to it, so weight or dimension, you can key in the information right here as well. So once you do that, and then for this one, add to code, you leave out this box over here. So you don't do anything to this part. So once you're happy with it, there are 2 ways you can do. Either you save draft or you publish it right away. So when you publish, it will appear on your product list on the front end. If you save draft, it will save, but it will not be visible to your user. So for this demonstration, I just put publish first, then later I will delete it for you. Okay. So one is finish loading. Okay, so it's finished loading. If you want to see how it looked like on the front end, you can always click on this preview changes. Okay, so as you can see right now, this is how it will look like. This is the title. This is the short description, the full description, and then the main image, and then the additional image. If you want to see, you just click on it. Yeah, and then you see the category right here as well, and the SKU number. Yeah, so that's how you do the add to code product. How about the add to cart product, which is the one that have pricing like this one, for example, like this one, add to cart. So all you need to do, the only difference between this and this one is this part. So let me change the name again. Part one, the rest of the basic information is the same. The only difference is this general information that you see over here, as well as this part itself, add to code portion. So you want to check this box, and then you key in the price. So let's say $100, for example, and then sales price that you see over here, this is where you can do a promotional pricing. So let's say you have 20% discount. So we count to $80, and then you can schedule it to a specific timeline as well. So if you don't schedule it to any time period, the sales price will appear indefinitely. So meaning say it will appear forever. So you need to set the timing for it. So yeah, so you have today is, for example, it's the date 7 April until end of April. So once you do that, you click on update. Click on update. Okay. Yeah. So once you click on update, you can click on this preview changes again to see what has been done. Yeah, so you will see the normal information will be stay the same. So the price you will see over here, the original price, and then the sales price, and then you will see add to cart button. Then the SKU category stay the same. This one also stay the same. But because you already put a sale price, the system automatically put in the sales icon for you as well. Yeah, so you will be able to, the customer will be able to see that this product is on sale currently. Yeah, so that's how you create the add to quote and add to cart product. Yeah, so if you want to do some editing to the rest of the current product that you have, you can just follow the same step as I mentioned to you earlier as well. Mm, yeah, mass uploading. Mass uploading, you will require a CSV file. So what I would suggest to you would for you to do is you export the current one right now. So you export this one first, for example. Yeah, a current one in the website. So once you generate the CSV, okay, let me open this file for you. So you will receive this, what do you call it? This Excel sheet. So you will see on the first row over here, these are the information that you need to key in for you to upload the current product. So let me put in the one. So the rest. So this is the current product that you have. So what you want to do is you just add on your new product to this list itself. Yeah. So and then you just follow the same method to this same information as this one, but because This one have a lot of different columns. This one will need a separate. Maybe this one Chenyi can brief you privately. I would say because this one you only need what do you call it, like a certain information there.
Yeah, not every field that you need to fill in. But
Yeah.
what the major field that you need, the SKU is very important. If you have the product title,
The description,
descriptions, yeah.
and then the
We
sales
have the
regular price. For example, if your product is a add to cart product,
Yeah. Mhm. If you don't have the doesn't matter. But Chen do pass you the product list file for you to fill and mask out, right? Yeah.
mm, yeah,
Yeah, because it's too heavy. Can.
yeah.
Oh, you just need to, Ronnie, you can show her how to upload.
So once you fill out the CSV file just now, so you need to click on this import button, and then you just upload the file that you created just now. Yeah. So I don't want to upload now because it might mess up the current list that already existing. So that's why I just share with you on this is where you can upload the CSV file. Hmm. So the photo, as you can see, let me show you this one again. So let me find out the product photo, images. So images. So here, what you can do beforehand, my suggestion to you would be to upload the what do you call it, the product image in this media library. So I open up this media library, and then you can upload it beforehand. So once you upload a new one, you will see for each individual photo, right? They will have this file URL. So what you want to do, you copy the file URL and you key in it inside this image field. So you see the current product you have, they all have this file URL. So this one is existing within your current website already. Hmm. Yeah, it will auto churn out for you. Then you can just copy and paste in this field. Yeah, yeah. So once you upload it to your media library, so let's say for any file for that meter, they will create a URL for you over here. So when you put in this link, right, in your image section over here, so when you upload it, by right, it will appear on the product page. It will show the same photo as well. Mm. Yeah, that's why the most important part is you name the photo according to the product that you. So at least it will make your job easier to find the right photo for your product. Mm. Mm. Yeah, correct. So you just click on this add new button, and then you will see here. Yeah. Mm. Mm. So that's pretty much it for the product. So the product I created for you earlier, I just yeah, yeah, that would be better. That would be better. So my suggestion is the CSV file that you created right here. Let's say, for example, you export out the current one. you make two separate copies. One is the original copy. Second is the one that you play around with. So just in case the one that you play around messed up the original, the current list, you can always upload back the original one so that the same information will appear on your website. Does that make sense? Mhm. So that would be my suggestion to you. Any further question regarding this upload product? Okay. No. Okay. If no, then delete this one first, the one I created earlier. So when you want to delete, you just click on this trash button. And then let's say, for example, right, for some odd reason you deleted the wrong one, you can always restore it back when you click on this trash portion over here. So long that you don't permanently delete it in this portion. So you can always restore back the one that you accidentally deleted. Otherwise, you have to create a new one again. So that's something to keep in mind also. Okay, next, if no further question regarding this product portion, I'll be moving on to the WooCommerce part. So this is where you can manage your orders when they start coming in. So when you click on WooCommerce over here, you will see the list of menus that you see over here. The one that I'll be covering with you today and the one that you most likely will touch is orders, report, and setting. So first thing first, let's go to the orders part. Okay, so by right, this is how it will look like when you receive a new orders. Let me check your payment method first. So your current payment method is direct bank transfer. Okay. So whenever you receive a new orders, right? Now let's say we take this one as an example. So when you click on the individual orders, you will see these are their information, when the orders are created, their billing address and their shipping address, and then what item they buy. But because your setting, right, is direct bank transfer, whenever a new order is coming in, the default status there is on hold. So this is your role will become very crucial because whenever you receive a new orders for direct bank transfer, you need to verify that this customer, whether or not they made the payment or not. So once you verify that the payment has been made, you need to go to this order page, change the status to processing. So that you can proceed with fulfilling the orders that your customer made for you. And also it prompts the system to send out the email saying that you are currently processing their orders, and then they can expect the products to arrive within this particular period of time. Yeah, so once your customer receives their orders, and then basically the transaction ends, you need to come back to this order page again and change the status to completed. Again, the reason why you change the status to completed, or whenever you change the statuses, right, you need to click on update over here. So for example, this one, whenever you click on completed, the system will prompt, the action will prompt the system to send another email together with this invoice in the email itself. So this is the invoice that your customer will receive from you, from the email that you prompt using this function just now. And you can also use this reference, this invoice as your reference. Either you keep it soft copy or print it out as your reference yourself. Yeah, so another reason why you need to change the status is whenever you completed an order, it will appear, the data will appear on this report portion. Okay, it will reflected in this graph as a line or bar graph. So currently it doesn't show. Maybe it's this. Yeah, it will show, the data will show like this, either through this bar graph or this line graph. Yeah, you can customize the time period as well. You just open up this calendar option and then you choose the date that you want to see. And then by default, the view that you see is sales by day. By product, you can view it by product, by category, and so on and so forth. Yeah, if you want to export out this data, you can click export CSV as well. So that way you can view the data offline itself. Then you can use the data to do some analysis on which product is doing well, which product needs some marketing push. It's really up to you what you do with the information that you have from the data itself. So last but not least is the setting. Yeah, update the system. Yeah, because as I show, let me share with you here the payment method. Because your payment method is direct bank transfer, so that's why you will need to do the status update. So let's say, for example, you use like automated. Mm, that one will need the back end team to do the setup for you.
Yeah, we need to install the plugin, depends which payment gateway you're going to use.
Yeah. So just to go back to the order part, let's say you use an automated payment method, right? You will skip this process itself. Because you have the default status will be on hold for direct bank transfer. You won't have to worry about the verifying the payment because it's on automated payment. So by right, you will receive the payment anyway. So you don't have to worry about that. All you need to do is whenever you receive a payment method, any orders, you only need to change the status at the end of the transaction, meaning to say when you want to change it to completed. So the reason why, again, is the same, just that to tell the system that this particular orders is completed, and they can prompt up the system to send out the emails and the invoice and do its thing itself. Okay, next will be the WooCommerce setting.
But I thought we take the money first from the customer. So the invoice have to come first before the invoice will become first before complete, right?
Let me get back. Tracy, is it?
Sorry, Jason, again, what you mean about the invoice?
Okay, normally we invoice the customer to ask them pay. Then after they pay ready, then we delivery, then only complete the whole order, right?
Yeah, okay. So now you are asking is, let's say they purchase online,
Yes, they purchase online.
the payment will come first, right? Then
Yes.
invoice.
So
Invoice.
direct. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
And then if let's say the invoice you want to send over to them during processing, because depends what is the payment gateway, because now your payment is running manual payment. That means when your order come in, it should be on hold until the client tell you, hey, Jason, I already made the payment. This is my pay slip. Then after that, you have to turn your status to in process to send over their invoice. Then once deliver is you make the deliver, then you can make it complete. Jason, you get what I mean?
So means that item delivered to them first. before
It's
get
out to you
payment.
because this process is out to you. Okay. Example, Ronnie, can you go to the orders? Okay, you help me go to the orders. We have the few options. Normally, when you use the direct bank payment, right, it will on hold your order first. On hold means you won't do any delivery until you get your payment. So once you get your payment, you verify already with your banking slip, correct, Jason? Then
Yes.
the next step is you need to turn the order in progressing to let the in processing to let your client know, or actually I process your order. Means maybe you want the inventory to go and check the stock, whatever, pack everything. Okay, pack everything already, right? Then you want to do a deliver. But your money already correct first, ma. After that, only stop, go match shipping, or you want to deliver to your client. Then once your client say, oh, okay, I get the things or what, right? You can complete your order.
But when the invoice sent,
The invoice we can set. Ronnie, can you go to the PDF invoice?
Yeah.
No,
Or
you
the
have
here.
to, yeah, here. Okay. Here actually is very based on how your sales flow running. Okay. You go to the documents, Ronnie. Okay,
Yes.
you can choose from here because currently we are based on your complete order. Only send the invoice to your clients, but you can also do another way around. Is when processing the order. Okay, you can tick the processing order. Then that means you receive the payment already. You make the processing order, change the status to processing. It will auto send out one copy invoice to your client already.
actually the what we want is that immediately they order already, then we straight away invoice ready here.
Yeah. We can set
Can
it to on
also,
a hold also.
but okay, but because you are choose direct bank transfer, that means you don't have the payment coming yet. How you verify in this part? You direct give them the invoice, but you don't have the payment confirmation yet.
Okay.
Because you are using is the bank transfer, it's not the direct. I mean, it's not like the using the PayPal, Stripe is like auto credit. The payment is definitely at your end already.
Okay, so it's like for us, right, we invoice is like we invoice them, then they do the payment. If we didn't invoice them, how they know how much to do the payment?
They should know because they made the order on your side. They do have the order notification to the client end to tell them you have to bank in this amount to your bank,
Okay.
to your company bank. They do have the notification. At the same time, as the admin, you also will receive one pending order, let's say the on hold order notification on your ends as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like what they receive there is a instruction ask them to give the payment, right?
Yeah.
Then invoice is something that we send to the client to ask for money.
It depends your company how the structure is. Because normally our common is like when you get the payment only out the invoice to them. Normally lah, I don't know sure is it the different company have the different culture. It depends on you. If you want us to tick up order on how we'll get the invoice, okay. It's up to you. You can make your own decisions. Here is the option for you to tick.
Then do you have payment voucher?
We didn't practice have the payment voucher.
Payment voucher is telling them that I have received money already, right?
Yeah, something like that. Uh-huh.
Yes.
But
So
for online store, online business, they won't have this so many complicated part like how you deal with your client directly. Online store, you will just have the invoice. They won't have the receipt or anything. They only have the invoice. Like how we purchase if you go like Zalora or Lazada, you make the payment. Yeah, they only give you the notifications like the order successful. Then that one consider your invoice. They wouldn't give you so many like maybe receipt or payment voucher. They won't have this kind of practice.
okay.
Yeah.
So normally this one what they put
For our usual practice, we are out the invoice to client only. We don't have like payment voucher to client.
Okay, so and this one is invoice is after complete order.
You can either choose to options to have it when you're processing the order, you will send one copy invoice to your client, or you want to choose like complete everything, include the delivery, you change the status to complete order, then at the same time send out the invoice. It's up to you. It's up to you because we cannot make decision for your side. How you do the I mean how to say this a progress because every company have their own practice how they do the invoice send out to the clients. So if let's say you want to have the options to have invoice when they do the order on hold, we can take it for you, but it's a bit I don't recommend because they know you make the payment yeah. But if you want, it's okay. If you confident that they will ban in for you, then it's okay lah.
Okay, understood. Ken, we'll do this. We'll do that. What you say here?
If you want to processing, then we can turn off the order on hold and complete order. Processing is a good way because processing is definitely you get the payment already. You have all the payment confirmation.
Okay.
Ronnie, can you help me to turn off this tool and save this one, correct. And anyway, if you want to change in the future, let's say you want to change, you can always come back to here to change. Jason, it's okay one.
Ken, no problem.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, can you tell us that what is the things that we okay? So, what is the flow now? The flow is like customer go and do payment. Okay.
Yeah.
He select the things online.
Yeah.
Then he go and do payment. Because they receive an email telling them how much to pay.
Yes, correct.
Or they pay online credit card.
Right now, because
this one the credit card one we're going to enable very soon. Chinny is doing now.
Yeah, for the Stripe or credit card payment,
Yes.
The process will be more
much easier. Actually,
easier.
yeah, I can give you the diagram like how the progress flow to let you to understand. But I can tell you that if let's say you are using the Stripe payment, credit card or PayPal, right, it's very straightforward. You don't need to manually go and change the status. Once the payment go through, our third-party payment that they authorize your payment going already, your order definitely will go in processing.
Yeah, the default status will be processing.
Yes, correct.
Then in processing means that we got the money already.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Then after that, I just have to complete it. Once I send out, it's complete already.
Yes,
so
correct.
Once your transaction with your client is finished, only then you change the status over here to completed. Only that's the step that you need to do for the
when you send out the item.
When I send out, I use the DHL or anything to send out. Then
you can complete the order for here and
some of the thing is tied into the DHL already. We also have that function. So
you still need to change the status here. Because it's one linked together.
Because your system won't know when you deliver the item or when you ask the DHL to go and collect the item.
Yeah.
Yes, they will only auto change the status to processing instead of on hold. Yeah. Completed consider something like cross sales. If you think you want to like every week one go to do the cross complete order, you can go ahead. Important is the trigger action will happen is in processing. In processing is when you have the in processing status, that means you got the payment already. Okay. Same go to like on hold is like payment is on hold. That one is very important because it will impact the payment thing. But complete order is not so cannot say very important is, but when you come to the account part, you need to close your sales. So that's why you need to make your order complete. You guys get what I mean?
I get what you mean. So basically, it's like I can put this to complete when I pass it to DHL, or I wait until the DHL acknowledge that it's received. I only put complete also can.
Yeah, yeah. Or maybe every day you got sales, but maybe it's like you always make the shipment is on Friday. So after your Friday, you straight away make the 10 orders to complete. It's okay. It's up to you.
Okay.
Mm-mm. You get what I mean? But important is you cannot anyhow go and disturb like on hold change to in processing that kind of thing, because this got action trigger in between. Unless you really make sure like on hold is like you got your payment already, client inform you, then you only can change the on hold status to in processing. Okay?
That is for the credit card one.
No,
But
that is for bank transfer.
Yeah.
but credit card one we don't need to do anything.
No need. That one it will auto change your status to in processing.
Then if tie with the DHL one, then lucky easier. The DHL will automatically come and collect, right?
Tie with DHL, how to say
Yeah.
Okay. Because delivery system is delivery, your this order consider is something like your inventory system. You guys get what I mean? Like your yeah. So far this is not linked to DHL, right? No.
Then DHL will come and collect themselves, or we have to pass to DHL.
Sorry.
DHL will come and collect themselves, or we have to pass to DHL.
That one is depend of your deal with DHL. It's nothing to do with your online store.
But
You get me?
last time Chin, you say that can tie into the DHL, or it means the logistics hire.
If you want to ask the DSL set out for you, if yeah, that is possible.
No, not DHL. It's like a company that they will quote how much is the delivery and all that. Then does it tie all the way? No.
Sorry, again your question I don't get it. It's
Because
like you means the third party company will give you a quotation about the delivery.
yeah,
Then they will send your order to the ship.
yeah.
I think he means easy
Can
ship.
do so if
Yeah,
they
easy ship.
easy ship definitely yeah. The easy ship because it's a different story. Easy ship is like when you sign out the easy ship, right? They will like sync your order to the easy ship. They change the shipment for you guys. As long as your easy ship there, they got come out with the order, they see your order, then yeah.
They will come and pick up.
Correct.
Okay.
This one is I believe is it Chen you got brief you about the easy ship?
That one will depend on what courier the customer chooses to use, and then what option you pick in the back end. So if I believe I sent you like quite a number of links for like how Easy Ship is operated, like how do you manage your orders to your shipping. So over there's a link you can refer to for like how to arrange for shipping delivery, or you deliver the package to the courier site for them to make the shipment. It really depends on what courier is chosen, because some offer location pickup, some only offer you deliver to them to ship, then some offer both.
Okay. Any question regarding the orders part?
Okay, so So I come to the WooCommerce. Let me see whether I'm correct or not. I come to the WooCommerce. I look at the orders, and I see there's a new order coming in.
Yeah.
I process. I send out. I complete it.
Yeah.
Is that the case?
Yeah, that's the case for direct bank transfer, and for
And one more thing, does this tie to, let's say, does this has the ability to tie to QuickBook or not for the inventory,
for what again? Sorry.
for the QuickBook inventory?
Tracy, you said a plugin, QuickBook.
Sorry, QuickBook.
Yeah.
I think HID don't have connect with QuickBook, right?
Our accounting system and all that, and inventory is using QuickBook.
No, right. This one we didn't sync over to QuickBook. Don't have.
Let me check. Don't have.
There's no integration for QuickBook.
Yeah, no. So if no integration, then it won't sync.
But if let's say we want to put into the QuickBook, right, it's possible, right?
Integration is can, but the integrating part would be technical lah. Possibly.
Anything else? No.
So Shinyi, are you saying that the integration is not a part of this package for the QuickBook?
No, QuickBook is not part of the package. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else before I move on to the next part?
So the customer and all that, their data I can collect from there.
The data will be reflected under this report portion or analytics. You will see over here. Yeah, so either this one or the WooCommerce report over here. So this one more specific to the product that you have. This one is raw for the website itself.
Okay, no, I mean the customer database, emails and all that.
The one will link to your the data list, this SMTP.
Okay.
Tracy, that's correct, right? The database will be in this mailing address. Yeah.
So we can pull out the emails and all that.
Normally either that or the cPanel.
Sorry, Ronnie, what are you facing?
Yeah, the database, customer database, it's in SMTP, right? And then
No, the customer database is nothing to do with SMTP.
Oh, is it the cPanel?
Jason, what kind of user you are looking for? Is it customer data? If
Yes.
customer data, Ronnie, you go to the analytic customer.
This one, is it analytic?
Yeah. They don't have the customer. Is it?
Oh, I
So
think
far
it's
don't have any customer inside.
this one. I think what he means is this one.
Yes, correct. This.
Also
Correct. It's this one.
Yeah, the
So
customer.
you can export the CSV for the customer.
Yeah, yeah, I understand now. Yeah. So, yeah, so it will be under customer, and then you will see customer versus guest and customer list. So it will be right here.
So this one will be
Yes, correct.
this one will have
So
their
your
names.
customer purchase.
Yeah,
We'll have their names. We'll have their email. We'll have their contact number.
Mm,
This one don't have the contact number. Mostly is
that
the
one is
trigger
under
is
user.
using.
Is it user? I think it's would be. So customer, for example, is yeah, the information will be right here.
But if they come in as a guest to purchase,
Yeah, then you won't be able to see their information because this one is more towards the user side of it already.
okay.
Can the but do the direct purchase, so their information will only appear on order section.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. The orders part.
Guess.
Yeah. The information will be right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the form that you receive, right, it will be contact form.
Form is under contact form, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Contact form, and then you will be able.
Database.
And then you click on
contact
whichever form that you currently using, and then you see here are the list of the inquiries that are coming. So you can export the data as well as a CSV.
So far, can you help us to clear off the one that testing one, and keep only the
So the testing
you
one,
check
right?
how is
But there's one more. There's Adrian, Aaron Espren.
Oh, this one is testing, is it?
No, this one is a customer joining.
Okay, so that's the test. Okay.
Hold on.
Hmm.
Okay. So the rest is also test, except
Aaron one.
Aaron, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But on this one, right? How we can we see the inside what they say?
Yeah. So this is their message.
Okay.
Mm.
So it's quite good. Actually, we got inquiry already on the first launch.
Yeah. So you got it on the.
Do you guys
form.
receive email?
Yeah, we are serving them already.
Mm.
Okay.
Can. So if. No
But
question.
all this, like it now is like so loose. The information from the inquiry side and from the forms. There's another forms, right?
Forms, yeah.
What is another form?
Actually, the another form, is it created by us? I also got check.
This one is test
You mean
form.
this one?
Yes.
This is not. This one we can remove because this one is like the time you guys having the email problem. You remember? We are not putting the inside the front end anymore.
Okay.
But we can remove for you this one.
Yeah.
So the inquiry side, the contact is at the inquiry. I mean the inquiry is at the contact forms. The database is here. Then just now one is the user email name and all that is on the user side, and order guest is the customer side.
Yeah.
So it's like you have 3 places for us to collect this information, sir.
Actually, what you need to do, Jason, you can just collect on the customer side. It should be enough. User one is like you want to see very very detailed, because for user side, for the customer side, normally why you need the customer database is if let's say you have the marketing newsletter you want to send, it's impossible to send them into their mobile. Normally they are go through email for the marketing.
So what is the marketing? Just now you say newsletter. You mean
Yeah,
text?
something like newsletter, correct. It's like how you're going to promote your product or create awareness to your
Are you
client
refer,
in future.
are you referring to Mailchimp and all that?
Yeah, something like that, correct.
So this one have the plugin to Mailchimp and all.
Yeah, I believe there's a.
We didn't active, I think. Got active or not? I remember you didn't provide any MailChimp for us to connect over. Do you have the MailChimp account, Jason?
We have a linking one.
No, linking is different.
The-
Linking is different. MailChimp is for newsletter purpose.
So
For
what
marketing
else
purpose.
means similar one for Mailchimp?
You have this SMTP, right?
SMTP, no. SMTP is for you to like authorize your email to send to your mailbox. It's like the bridge to connect to your mailbox. It's nothing to do with this. But MailChimp is the one for marketing.
So
Mail,
other than Mailchimp,
if you don't want to use MailChimp, you have to manually blast out the newsletter already. Because MailChimp is like they have all your subscriber data. They can straight away you create one campaign, they will automatically blast out for you.
so
They
this
go
one,
free for 2,000 users lah.
so
If
this
you are
one,
using free account, huh?
so
Sorry.
this one it only this one the plugin right? It only allowed Mailchimp only. Other newsletter cannot take.
Another newsletter do have, but it's like you need to do your own. It's a bit not user friendly. MailChimp is very user friendly because they have a lot of tools to assist you how to create the newsletter in a faster way. It's a bit like Builder. They have their own Builder. It's like how you do create your website page, right? MailChimp also have the Builder. You just drag and drop. That's why a lot of company like seriously is still like those like Zora, Lazada, they all actually are using MailChimp for the newsletter. Let's say you always receive the email like what kind of promotion they have. Maybe they have like season promotion 11.11. No, normally they are using that uh, MailChimp to do the things.
Okay, so
Yeah. If you want, actually, your company can sign up because it's free. It's free. Free for 2,000 users. I can't remember it's every month or what, but it's free.
okay, so we sign up ready. You can help us to plug in.
Tracy?
Sorry?
Yeah. He asked for the integration can help, right?
Yeah. But sorry, Jason. I think I got another meeting at 4. If you still have any question, maybe we need to tag down. Then
Yes.
I get back to you after this.
Can, no problem.
Sorry. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So any further question? Chen Yi, you there? I think she also gone already. Never
So-
mind. Let me close.
So okay, just to confirm, right? Earlier the integration, which one were you referring to?
Mailchimp.
MailChimp. Okay, so MailChimp, we can add in the plugin for you, lah, but the setup and all that, this one you need to do on your end. Because actually, a lot of the settings is on your dashboard. Like, let's say, welcome message, what kind of message or template you want to blast to your subscribers, this and that. Lor.
So the subscriber, but we also can put in our existing customer into the newsletter, right? Means that our existing our existing client from the not from this platform, from our existing client email.
Client, do you mean like just people who order from you, like customers or people
Yes,
who actually
existing
subscribe?
customer.
Okay, so users, you can create and add users yourself. Yes, this one can. But it's different from newsletter. Because sometimes you sign up for a website, right? You don't necessarily subscribe to their newsletter.
So I can add the existing customer into the newsletter.
If they signed up for a newsletter.
So I add them as a user for what?
That's why I'm confirming whether what kind of customers are these. Are they the kind that only purchase from your website, or are they the type that actually subscribe to a newsletter?
No, they are our existing customer that we deal offline.
Okay, then this is not related to newsletter lah. This is just users on the website.
Not
Means their
user on the
website.
website, is our offline. Means that our existing customer that we serve.
Your question is you want to add your existing customers, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So this one, right, you can just add to your website. So it's just like creating an account for your colleagues. It's just an account. They don't necessarily have to create. They don't have to like place an order for you to create an account.
Oh, I think yeah. I mean Mailchimp. I add them in the Mailchimp as a user, right?
MailChimp only has a subscriber list. There's no like how to say sub user. I think
Okay,
there's only one
understood.
account.
Yeah, I think I get you. So I just now you are referring to the website. I'm referring to the Mailchimp.
Okay, but so far is your answer? Is your question answered?
Not really. But my question is that can we put our existing customer into the Mailchimp list?
This one you will need to check your dashboard lah. But if I'm not mistaken, you should be able to. But the big question is whether your offline clients they want to subscribe to your newsletter lah.
Yeah, understand.
Okay, so other than the MailChimp, right? So we can help you to add the plugin, right? But the setup is on your end. Then
Understood.
other than this, right, is there any other questions? Because I have a meeting in 10 minutes actually.
Okay. No.
Okay, then I believe we can wrap up this meeting. Okay, so
Yeah. News. You mean your blog post, is it? Mhm. Yeah. Let me open up this news.
Yeah, I think uploading PDF also.
So for PDF is always the same. So meaning to say it's like you go to your media library. So any file, right, like whether it's image or PDF or video, you upload it in this media. Yeah. So once you upload, like, let's say for example the PDF, then you want to put it inside your page. You need to extract the file URL. Hmm. So let's say for example you want to link this button to that particular PDF file. So you just open up the UX Builder again, and then you key in the file, the URL that you extract from the media library into the. Oh, this one is under the tab for news. It's loading quite a bit. So, so basically, what you can do is like, let me. Okay. For 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 PDF file, there are two ways you can link it page. Either you use image, or either you hyperlink a text. So let's say for example you want to link a particular image to a file, to a PDF file. So for example, I'm using this image. All you need to do is just key in the link that you get from the media library, this part itself, and then you change it to window so that it open up in another tab. I mean the PDF file. Or if you want to use text, you can use this one. So you highlight let's see. So let's say for example here you want to add in a PDF file. So view read, for example you want to link a PDF file, read more details, for example. Read more details. So you highlight this text, for example. Then you click on this chain icon. Then you can key in the URL that you extract from your media library for PDF file, for example. Yeah. So that's how you link a PDF file, because PDF file is not like an image. So you need a vessel to represent it somewhere, either using image or using text. Yeah. Does that answer your question for the PDF file? Otherwise,
And how about the adding the page? If let's say we want to add page and we want to add into the service, and if we want to add into the products, does we cover all that already?
yeah. For let's say for pro, for product. Sorry, again. Yeah, it's under the one that Tracy shared with you earlier, which is the Elementor part. So if any product, let's say for example, services, right? So for services, yeah. Please bear with me. This one is loading quite a while. Yeah, so let me start with creating a new page first. So to create a new page, but my suggestion to you, let's say if you really don't want to build it from scratch, right? The best way is to duplicate an existing page, and then you edit the information and content. So you just look through your sub pages, the list of sub pages that you have, and then if you find which page that have the layout that you're thinking of, then you duplicate it in your backend. So you go for these pages over here. And for example, you want to duplicate this audit and survey services. Let's say your new services, you want it to look more or less like this design. So what you can do, you look for audit and services, and then you duplicate the page. And then once you duplicate a page, right, my suggestion is to rename it as quick as possible so that you don't confuse it with the original copy that you created. So, for example, this one has one. Click on update, and then you want to open edit with UX Builder. Okay, so again, the way you edit it is pretty much the same. So, like I mentioned to you earlier, for any content on any page, there are always going to be these three patterns: image, text, and button. So I already shared with you on how to edit each element. So any text, any image, the way you edit is consistent throughout the website itself. Yeah. Does that answer your question? Hello? Anyone there?
Yeah, Ronnie, I'm still here.
Yeah. So you just choose for creating a new page, you just choose which sub pages that have the layout that you want, and then you duplicate, and then you delete, and you edit the content accordingly. Okay. As for the news part, because the news part is under Elementor, so you can update the news from the Elementor page that Tracy set up for you earlier. Yeah. So either you delete, or the best way is to edit the current one. So for example, this title you can edit, this description you can edit, and the, the and then the link to article for example, this one is you need to copy and paste to the new page that you found. Yeah. So let's say you choose any news, for example. So let's say, for example, this one. So if your seems like this one is an external one, right? So you can just pull any external news that you currently use as a source. So you just copy and paste in your link box over here, and then the information you just edit accordingly.
Okay, so sorry, I just interrupt a bit. I have another meeting to go into. So over here, I have my colleague Cheryl. She will be here just to take down notes on like whether you have any inquiries, so on and so forth.
All right, Ken, thank you.
Yeah, so I'll hop off first. Yeah, so thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so does that answer your question regarding the news? So let me check on the blog post because blog normally have their own function. So let me check on how's your blog. Okay, so this one is much more straightforward compared to the Elementor. So for blog, right, you need to go to your back end and then look for posts over here. So you go to this post option. Then you see here are the list of articles that you already created. So if you want to have a new article created, so you just click on this add new button. And then here you can put in new title. So title as then here are the body tags. Tags and this one. Yeah, body tags. Then here you can categorize your your article to blog or news. And then let's see, does it have any specific design? Uh, no, I imagine no. So sorry. I don't know why it suddenly appeared this one. Okay. Why does it show? Okay, so test. Yeah, and yeah. So let me see. So this one is the if you want to add a new one, like let me see if it's need a different design or not. Because I'm not sure if your current one have anything to do with Elementor or not. So let me see. Yeah, so you don't have to do anything. So because what I mean by don't have to do anything in terms of the Elementor, because the default design will follow the current one. So what you want to do if you want to add a new article, right? You go to this post option and then you just click add new over here. So add new and then you just name your article and then here you can just put in the content of the article itself. And then you just either check the blog or the news, so which category you want to use, and then you just click on publish, and then it will appear like a normal blog that you see over here. Yeah, it's auto already. Mm, correct. So this one is more straightforward compared to the news portion. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, it will. The moment you click on publish, right, that will be your posted date. So let's say, for example, the test one I created just now. You see, test. Mm. Yeah. All right. So that's anything else? Mm. Yeah. I will. Mm. Yeah. Or everything. Any new image or any new digital asset, I would say lah. You will need to upload to the media library. Anything you want to add or remove, go to UX Builder. And then if it's not available in UX Builder, it will be on your, no, sorry, on your Elementor part. Yeah. So for example, this one, right? If you want, so sorry, imagine, for example, your C Hercules here, you no longer want to use, you can just change the logo to another one. So let's say, for example, you use a different company already, you can also change it. So rather than you deleting it, you can just change it straight away. Yeah, you will need to. Not as straightforward as that, because this one have their own, like, you see the when I click on this one, right, on your left, do you see this 1 to 12 number? So this is basically the weight, the width of the element itself, like the full width of this column. You see this column element. So you see this border, the rectangle border. So this is the virtual width of it. So meaning to say, if you want to add another one, you have to follow this rule. So meaning to say, this one is already perfect. So four by 12. So if you divide 12 by 4, you will get like an equal number of elements. Same goes to this one, 3 by 12. So if you want to add another one in the future, you need to, you can always click on this plus button and then click on logo, for example. Yeah, you see it will automatically even out the space for you. Yeah, so let's say you add another one, right? Let me, okay. Yeah, so it automatically put in a next row for you. But in terms of positioning wise, it will not be able to. Let's say, for example, you want it to be on the left side, then it won't be able to do so due to the system limitation itself. Lah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you just click on the logo and then just click on the gear icon and delete. Very straightforward. Hmm. Any other pages? Yeah. All right, no worries. No worries. Anything else? If no, then I believe we can conclude the meeting itself. Yeah, definitely. This one is, it will be difficult for you to imagine the flow of it until you try it out. So, mhm. So if like that, if any further question that you may have, you can always refer back to change it. Yeah, once we process the video and upload it to the YouTube, we will timestamp it to allow 1 or 2 days for us to do the timestamping, because it will require for us to look through the video and timestamp each section for you. So it will require a little bit of time. Hmm. It will do until we take it down. Oh no, it's on your request one. So let's say you want it to be taken down, we will take it down for you. Otherwise, we will stay there. Yeah, no worry. Hmm. Just that make sure once we pass you the link, right? The link you have to keep it no matter what, because we don't public. The view of the video is not public, so only the person that have the link can view the video. Hmm.
So, Ronnie,
Yeah.
the WooCommerce, the back end there got so many things,
Hmm.
and just now you need click a few only,
Yeah. So
Uh,
the one that I show you is the one that you have the higher chance to to to
and
to interact with. So the one that I didn't share with you is the one most likely have been preset for you.
but
So meaning to say it's already preset and functioning like part of the engine, sort to say lah.
I think Ronnie, can we arrange another time? Maybe give us an hour. Just go through a little bit on the things that you never mentioned on. Because we also don't know what is that, but you don't have to go through inside and details and all that, but at least brief us through.
Yeah, for that one I need to arrange with Tracy, because that one will require a developer insight.
Okay, can
Yeah.
at least we don't want to learn how to become a developer.
Yeah. So
Because this one is this one is we are not doing that for living.
yeah. So it
But at
will be
least
difficult to teach as well, because it's
yeah.
really a lot of information.
But at least you and Tracy, right, can give us an hour. Just brief us through what is all that. At least when we know the icon is there for what or what is it used for. That's it only.
I see. So like basically a brief information on each.
Yes.
Okay, can
Yeah, because you I mean just now basically on our on this training, right, you just straight away go into the details of the things that we might use, go into straight away inside deep ready. So I think it it's very hard for us to absorb also if we don't know the icon that outside is what. But yeah, and also I think 2 hours plus is a little bit rush.
Yeah.
We can't cover everything, and our brain also cannot absorb everything.
Yeah, no worries. That's the purpose of the recording as well. So no worries.
So I think let us know when can we go through that.
Okay, no worries. Then let me allow us like sometime to discuss on that, so that I can let Tracy know as well.
Yes, Tracy, and
Yeah.
yeah, so I think now it's 5 o'clock already. Shirley and yourself also need to go back already.
No worries.
Yeah.
Understand. Because it really
And,
a lot to take in. So
Yeah, then Chinny, they all abandon you already. They all go back already, right?
no, like, they have another meeting, so no worries.
Okay, Ken. So we arrange again. I think we can't complete. We can't complete today.
No worry, no
Maybe
worries.
maybe I asked too much on the community gym and all that. So
Yeah, just to let you know, basically the information that you need in terms of maintaining your website is already covered today. So the one that you asked earlier is basically just to brief up the rest of the function here, lah. So yeah, no worries.
Okay, Ken. So you let us know. We arrange again.
Okay, no worries. Thank you very much, Ken.
Yeah. So Wendy, do you have any other things?
Okay, no worries. Anything you may have like sudden thought, as in like any question you may have later on, you can always come back to Chenyi on that.
No, I think you can drop us an email, your contact and the phone. We straight go to the correct point better.
No worries, no worries. Okay.
Yeah. So you're going to send us the details after this call.
Yeah, I will send you the link of the video, and then yeah.
Okay, Ken.
Mhm.
So sometime next week or what? You let us know.
Okay. I'll discuss with Chenyi and Tracy first.
Okay, Ken. Thank you.
All right, no worries. Have a nice evening.
Yeah, everyone also have a nice evening.
All right, bye bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.